Hello everyone. Hi everyone, I'm Louis. We are back to drawing Crystie and hopefully we'll finish today. Hopefully. 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 But yeah. So right now we're trying to figure out how the color would work. But we've asked some of the arts people in Discord, so we have too much purple at the moment. So we need to. Oh, hi, Jappy. What's up? Good evening. Welcome back. I haven't checked Discord since finishing work, but yeah. So we have too much purple tone. So crown thingy. Wait, what? Which one? Oh, that one. Apparently it's like top fan. It's probably something new from YouTube. Like it wrote like 50 XP next to it, so probably some interesting new features. Let's grab some. Do we want copyrighted music or non-copyrighted? Not gonna lie, copyrighted music is much more enjoyable to listen to. Let's be honest. I just don't want to use the same old music. How about no copyright cinematic music? Maybe, who knows? Maybe those will be nice. Yeah, you are fan number one. Right. To be honest, I was considering should I stream today, but I mean I'm drawing, so I guess so. Yeah. So the skin needs to be not purple toned. So which one's the skin? Right. So if you use a contrasting here, oh, it's like reddish. So let's grab 300. Maybe this looks like shit. Should have done the color palette thing or whatever. I was just, I don't know. I was feeling lazy, so I put it off for a while. But I guess it's necessary. Because you took the number one from him. Oh, also like changing the background from white to something else. Vito. Okay, that is not what we're expecting. What change? We got okay, fine. We just need it temporary anyway. Why is it not showing? Eh? Wait. Select the thingy. Add the layer. Hi, Era. Welcome. Oh, okay. I don't know how Water didn't get it, but that is also not my choice. It's the algorithm. So, but you're still very active on Discord, so you're fine. You're good, mate. Yeah, so let's see what color we could use. Wait, actually, do we have a dang it. Let's just use a slight color circle thingy. I think this one helps quite a lot, just personally speaking. Like kind of lets you know where the color you use are, so it's not the most accurate thing, but it's definitely up there. Right, we need a stroke on it. Yep. But wait, which one? Wait, what? What? What an official merge? Wait, what? I have no idea. It might also just be like a regional thing because you're in Turkey and they don't allow the feature or something. I don't know. You know, they love doing those kind of stuff. Wait, what color do we also use? We only have these colors. Okay. Definitely want the skin to be somewhere. Yeah. Maybe somewhere here would be good. Gray should be alright. Oh, okay, bye, Jappy. Yeah. It's confusing. Color theory is super confusing. I'm always suffering from them. Does this? No, this doesn't even look right. The heck? That's definitely way too much purple, but blue maybe? Definitely a lighter one. Wait. Maybe? I'm not sure. Doesn't really feel like it's the right. That's too dark for the skin, but I think the hue is okay. We could do like a bluish tone or like very desaturated blue, maybe. Oh. Hi, Search EXO, welcome. Okay, I have no idea what's happening, Waddle. I think it's just YouTube being mean to you. Well, it is what it is, I guess. We are just trying to figure out the colors, which is painful. Nope. Wait, actually this one looks kind of okay, better. Yeah, definitely using a mid-tone kind of works in a way to just see like it won't be too heavy on the color composition, I guess. Let's just add this color to the palette. 50. Where are you? I not in art. What do you mean? I'm not. I is not in art. Hi, Dawina. Welcome to the stream. We are just trying to draft up the character for the art fight. I was gonna finish it yesterday, but I just kind of got tired and okay, I'm not drawing for the day. And what is the other color that we need? Yeah, this one looks way too strong. Oh, right. Oh, really? I'm not sure. Wait, what the heck? Okay, well, the I have no idea what's going on for whatever that's happening now. The red definitely needs to be like a lot lighter, I think. I don't know, this looks way too bright. This looks a bit not the right one. Maybe. Oh, is it? Not sure. It might be the emoji, or is it like pressing the like on the side? I haven't really paid attention to that one, so I'm not sure. Oh, wait. But like, isn't like top fan or whatever that's determined by like interaction and stuff? I thought it goes like those, or does it not? Let's see. Use a mid-tone background. Everything look dark on light background. Okay, we need to add some lighter tones, which we could do the hair. Like the hair is definitely somewhere we could work on. But I don't know. I just don't feel like. I think it's just a regional problem. Like if you are in some region, it would just not have that feature turned on. Gosh, it's the oldest joke in the book, but it still works. Somehow it still works. Next, I don't know. Like this is definitely mid-tone. Maybe the skin, do I want it to be ash? Do I want the skin to be like even lighter? I don't know, it feels like a good amount of brightness for now. So we need to do the brightness from something else. Like adding white is, I don't know, we might get a little bit more white when we shade in the crystals, so that shouldn't be too big of a problem. Speaking of which, I guess we should shade them. Yeah, I don't know, like even if like I feel like it should come from like a cumulative viewpoint. Like if you have been in like previous streams and stuff, and then you'll be more easy to get it, but apparently not. Well, since you are now the top fan, I would suggest you to join our Discord, which is linked in the description. For the crystals color, I would probably want to grab a slight Ah, dang it. Slight palette out. Just like what's the light's color gonna be. So the light's color could be somewhere here and the darker one could be we want that to be the darkest though, huh? And then some mid-ish tone. Actually, you know what? We should have just color picked from it. This we got the best thing next to us, and we just did not give a shit to it. Yeah, right. Darkest, brightest. What's the mid? This is the mid one. Is it? It's not that bright, but it's usable, I guess. Okay, bye, search soul. And then, to be honest, 3 should be way more than enough. And then dark, really bright. Oh, it's like a pinkish one. Okay, those might actually blend quite well, I guess. And then mid, I'm not sure. This should be mid of the tone. Yeah, we got the 3 colors with that. Actually, we probably want one more. Looking at which it should probably be somewhere here. Actually, let's not go away from the purple too much, and yeah, like even that one that's up here, yeah, that one's actually not that far off. It's still like purplish, so that should be a good enough tone for us to shade in. And for the skin, we'll assume it would be like more crystalline light, or how does light work? So when the light hits something, wait, the light at the bottom doesn't go through. So that does not, yeah, that does not overly concerns the color of the light. I was wanting to do a purplish shadow, but at the same time, I don't think that's the right choice. How to put it? Should I tone around here? Just slightly more cyan would be a good one. It probably doesn't show much, but like it does gives us a little bit more flexibility regarding like the colors. And we haven't done this method in ages, but it makes sense to do it, to be honest. We just need to find a rock as a reference now. Yeah, come on, come on. What? Which stone is this piece of thing? Okay. Yo. Okay. Alright, I think we'll do this one just, yeah, as the skin tone, or I feel like as the skin tone would be an okay choice anyway, so that part's alright. Yeah. Where's the hair? Which layer is the hair again? Ah, right. Yeah. Doesn't go well. No, it's looking horrific. Not really. Didn't really get the feeling across. No. Not bad, but not what we want. That looks like shit. Nope. Nah, dang it. Hi, Kiji, welcome. Yeah, we're just still figuring out the colors. Yeah. Yeah. Probably should just start shading and just decide later. Assuming light comes from this thing that she is holding, the shadow would be that direction. So let's just grab a tan brush, should be alright? Should. Hopefully we can finish this today, because I don't really have much more time this week. And let's be honest, we're just throwing pieces of color wherever we think it would look nice at the moment, so this part shouldn't be too hard, I think. I'm not sure. Hopefully it's not. I don't know, I feel like even though this is at the bottom, there might be some light passing through. I do admit we're not gonna go scientific on this piece at all. Just because, yeah, I don't want to study how light reflects in a piece of gemstone and why they are designed like that. Those would be a bit too exhausting. And it will be slightly more simplified compared to the study we did just for sanity reason. Actually, I was thinking, do we want to play Sims 4 a bit later on if we manage to finish this? I mean, it's not likely, but we might. I don't know. I just haven't replayed games in a while, and yeah. So far I think what I've learned from the gemstone, the crystal study is like 1/3 to be shadow, 1/3 to be like mid-tone, and 1/3 to be like highlights, and obviously adjust it as you need it if you want it to be more shiny or a bit dimmer. And I think symmetry is important. The like what colors I choose for the drawing. To be honest, we didn't really start with a lot of things. We just started with we need crystals and we want it to be slightly magical. I settled on purple because I want this to be like a villain character. Although, well, we drifted a slight bit away from it, but so far the color palette is still very like evil-ish. And then for the what else? Why do we? And another one that I kind of like is because I saw like geode when I was searching up like references, so I feel like that would be cool to like use that as like a starting point. So that's why there's like white and like the darker purple around it. Although we definitely need to find a way to just balance the colors a little bit, because this one's not the most, I wouldn't say it's bad, it's just like very dim, so it's not as vibrant as usual. Like the last one we did before this is like the one on the beach, and that one is really sunny, really vibrant, so this one's like a very different vibe we just kind of need to get used to, which is I mean, it's fun to just learn new things, I guess. Yeah. And then maybe a little bit of light shining through here. I have no idea how that works. It just looks like a cool pattern. Wait. Yeah, maybe let's light one around here. Yeah, we'll shade them in first, and we can try and figure out how to work around. Ah, dang it! What happened? Okay, right. I thought we effed up. Apparently not. Yeah, and then add some highlights and see if it works out as well as we expect it to. Hmm. And then, yeah, this one doesn't work right here. Alright, we got excess. Right, no. Right, this is supposed to happen. Right, yeah. And then add a little bit more around here. Try to not repeat the shapes, I guess. Like, it's not gonna be a detailed gemstone thingy, but like with what we've drawn previously, that should help us figure out like what would look right and make sense. Although we do have a lot less gemstone reference. Wait, let's take a look at the reference. I feel like the brightness is like at behind in the, yeah, it's behind the crystals, not at the edge of the crystal, which is weird, but I guess so. I have no idea. Is that Spanish or French? Maybe French. I see less something. I'm not European, so I can't really tell, to be honest. I try my best to decipher them, but well. Oh, it's alright, it's alright. Maybe some overlapping. I'm not sure. Might look good. Actually, like, don't start from the edges. Maybe. Actually, that might be a good choice. Don't start from the edges. Why is this not making sense to me? Okay. Maybe we'll try this. Who knows? So slightly more layering, I guess. I'm not sure how it will look. It will probably look like some abstract something, just because how we've drawn the crystal shines and things. Shouldn't make too big of a difference, I think, but can never be sure about it. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just don't think that looks right though. That's the problem. Like the crystal are like looking slightly not crystally. That's what's happening at the moment. Like yes, they definitely looks like something shiny, but are they crystal looking? Not exactly. Yeah, like from afar, you can only tell there's like shapes and maybe less highlights. Yeah, we'll just cut up again. Use that to see if it works. Probably just one spot of highlight. The rest should be like bright colors, maybe. Yeah. What's the base color again? Probably somewhere around here, I guess. Do not refer to other layer. Okay, now that's looking slightly better. We do need to be not as dark. It's darker than the shadow is withdrawn in, so not great. Well, let's make the shadow this color first, and we'll grab the slightly brighter one in the palette. Is it? Yeah, slightly. Okay, this one's probably bad. What do you mean I hate you? What? Hey, I wanted to look as best as I could. I did not even use a 3D model as the base. So that part I already gave up a lot, alright? Like, I do need to admit, sometimes like your, I don't know, so-called cheating, like it actually don't. Wait a second. 고정. Okay. What please content? Wait, not the wordlet. What wordlet? No, I was just texting on the phone. That's why I was like not speaking English for like 5 seconds, mate. Wait, which layer? Oh, wait, huh? Okay, so apparently the so-called shadow layer is not very shadowy. And we also have like the protect alpha on, so we it's looking better now, I guess. Why do I have to protect alpha on? Yeah. Da 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 da. Right, we probably need like a less glowing highlight. So this will kind of be where the light comes in from. So yes, the color will be slightly more muted. I don't have a better description for it, but like it's a slightly more muted color. Why does the tech support thing comes to me when I was not available? The heck? Why? Why do you need to ask me about how to work your phone when I'm midstream? Mom, come on. Why? Sorry. 講廠嘢點寫啊？邊川後媽 Hi Akis, welcome. We are trying to draw shiny crystals, like this time with colors for real. This is not black and white anymore. But yeah. So if we get the ruby right, we should be able to get the rest right in theory. We're just gonna add some internal reflections, so it looks like it's like reflecting in the inside. Wait, now that I've said about it, yeah, I definitely need a really light color, like nearly white. Be on the side, maybe. Maybe that would help. Or do I? Yeah, maybe use this color. Yeah. Well. What question? Wait. Oh. Probably not. Not like the ones right now, I'd say. Like, this one I just designed for like a more study purpose. I haven't really like designed the OC or like, oh, I like this, I will make this a drawing kind of OC yet. So at the moment, no. In the future, maybe. I would not reject the possibility. It's definitely possible. We just haven't done it yet. How are we not getting the color here? I thought we're having a brightish color. Come on. Ah, there we go. Right. Maybe add a little bit of shiny around here. Oh, actually, that one needs to be dark. Dark. Wait. Yeah. Oh. Oh. I said like probably not because I haven't designed an OC for that purpose yet. Like most of the OC is probably either exploring concepts or like there was some techniques or like objects that I want to like learn how to draw. So far I don't have any for that purpose. Fan art though, then maybe, but also I don't know, I separate those type of things quite a lot, I guess. Like if I want OC that's more on the side of like I would like to date the OC, then I would, yeah, probably not, yeah. I mean, that also another matter of fact is just that we don't do adult art, and it's not now, not at this moment. So like, yes, there are some types that I like a bit more. I do not deny the existence of that. But then it's just, yeah, it's just not a thing that we do. Obviously, we could draw very spicy art if we want to. It's a very just personal choice kind of thing. Plus, I don't know, like as like someone who does art, not for a living, but like as a hobbyish thing, like I like to show like friends that, oh, I draw this like the other day. Like it's also a slight part of my social life. Yes, although I'm chronically online, I do have a social life. Not a very interesting social life, but yes, I have a social life. So it just don't make much sense for me to pursue like 18+ art. So yeah. I mean, it's more like old friends. I don't actively make friends nowadays, to let's be honest. Like I won't go to like a social event just for the sake of, oh, I want to get to know some people or whatever. Like that is usually not the point already. Like usually it's just to like, oh, like an old friend that I'm meeting up, or like, yeah. So if you, it's not as vibrant as you would expect. It's just normal day-to-day good old times, kind of chat about what it is before AI kind of ruined the online landscape, you know. Yeah, just like catching up with old friends. It's nice though, like once in a while you figure out, oh, this friend somehow managed to do something that's like crazy. Like, okay, this one's not like a friend, but like he started an AI startup which does like memo cards or something, like note-taking memo cards, and like he's traveling the world already, like, and he's studying medicine. Like sometimes you just wonder, how do people even manage to do that? Like, are they even human? Like, What? What do you mean, like easy? What do you mean, like what is easy? Like starting an AI startup or what? Actually, probably add a little bit more on the top. Oh, do a ton of things at the same time. I guess so, but like the problem is not doing a ton of things, but it's to do a ton of things that is good. Like it's not like a piece of shit quality. That's the painful part that I never managed to get past. I mean, I think like quite a lot of people does that. Like I don't know, like they all have their own reasons. Like maybe they want to save up money to buy like the newest Nintendo Mario Kart World, which is unreasonably costly. I would totally suggest Death Stranding. Although I didn't play it got Pecora, so I am definitely gonna say that's like a winner game. And then some just needs to afford going to school, which some of my friends does work like from time to time to afford like daily expenses. So that is like okay, I don't mind, like that you all have your reasons, and if you manage that's fine, but just don't sideline your most important thing, I guess. Wait, hey? Is it supposed to go? No, wait, dang. Wait, how is it supposed to go? Okay, right. It was supposed to probably end around here-ish. Then, wait, hey? Wait, how does it work? Right. Wait, hey? Why do I feel like it's like not as bright as the one at the other side though? Why? Okay, let's just move. Oh, come on, I don't want to move this. I just want to move this. Yeah. Okay. Wait, tech support time again? I mean, it really depends like how invested you are in it, I guess. Like, for example, when I was dealing with the hotel toilets, like for the past 6 months, I was not really enjoying it that much because like it's not something I'm interested in. That's probably the main reason why I didn't like it that much. But then now I'm doing a little bit more of like retail stuff and like other things that I'm slightly more interested in. I'm not saying I'm very interested, but I'm slightly more interested. So it kind of made me enjoy it more again. I wouldn't say a lot more, but it's definitely more enjoyable. Like, you just need like a motive to do that, like a motive that's not money, I guess. Or like the motive could be money, but I'm not earning much from that. Like, I'm not getting in exchange for my psychological an investment in the topic with my minimum wage. So yeah. Yeah, so wait, what am I gonna say? God, I can't remember stuff. Right. So now I'm getting back to like slightly more interesting stuff, like planning spaces and like drawing up, drafting of 3D models and stuff. That is, and it's just like I am way more invested in like early stage stuff. Yeah, so it kind of get more interesting at the moment. I do not know how it will go for the next few weeks when I get more involved in that one. Could end up really badly, could end up nicely. Who the F knows? Yeah. Like, job is not that scary, let's be honest. It's just like in our server, it's just a meme just saying we do not actually like hate getting a job. It's just like, I need to work on Monday. I want to sleep late. There's a lot of things you are missing out if you are working. So I mean, it's the unfortunate truth, but also like I feel like I missed out a lot on this year. Like since I started working like last September, and now is three quarters now. Like what I felt, I mean, it's not gonna justify for everyone, but like from what I personally felt, like I just feel like, except for like going to work, which sometimes it's like slightly torturous, like it's not the people, it's just like the content of what you do kind of just kills your passion. And then what I remember of this past 6 months, past 6 months, it's just going to work, getting off, coming back and draw. Like from my memory, nothing much exciting happened. Like there's probably something exciting that happened, except in real life, but like I don't get a sense of it. I think that's the thing. Like No, I feel like I'm missing out on like just spending my time on things that's like, why am I even here? Like that's probably the question I want to ask, like for going to work. Like, am I doing something I feel like I'm contributing to? No. Definitely no. Am I doing something meaningful? I mean, the toilets ain't even for like a public infrastructure. That part is like, who am I even helping with drawing up toilets, you know? Like, I'm helping you earn the money, which is not going in my pocket that much. I'm on minimum wage. Like, I even got a raise because my current wage is below the current, wait, how do I put this? Like my previous wage is the minimum, right about the minimum wage. So when they increased it this year, my pay was below minimum wage, so they have to give me a raise. Like, it's good experience, but also like, is it worth it? Or like, yeah, that's something I kind of just question myself. Like, I know it's like, okay, it's money earning thing, but I just don't feel like it's like meaningful work, you know? Like, am I making the world a better place? No. Am I contributing to society? I guess just by reducing unemployment rate. Yeah. Okay, I think these textures are okay-ish. Wait, which one is... Wait, where did I draw this layer on? Ah, right. Nice, alright. We to be honest, we actually talk about okay-ish amount on like videos and yeah, videos. So it's alright on this question, to be honest. It's just also like the economy is like just bad at the moment, I suppose. So like unemployment is already high. It's not easy to get a job, let's be honest. Like even in like UK, I consider it like what's called a developed country, but also like it's not that developed, let's be honest. So yeah, like in this economy, I don't think the job thing is working really well, especially like nowadays there's like economy called the gig economy. Hi Silvercomer, it's been a while. Yeah, so it's more like everyone coming out and doing their own small business, etc. So that one is something I personally is quite interested in, probably because like well, if you are on like the online landscape, you probably would be slightly part of it or like have experienced it a little bit. It's alright. Oh, it's alright. I recall you saying hi like some time ago. Like I definitely have seen you before. That's something I could remember. So yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, it's alright. It might be one of the streams that that kind of got into like late nights, or like that got really long and you guys are using it like second monitor activity. I remember there's one stream that it kind of ends up like that. I forgot which one exactly, but it definitely had happened before. It was kind of funny when you kind of realize, wait, this is second monitor activity? Like, it's a whole thing. The second monitor activity. Like, I have it. Most people probably have it. Even if you don't have a second monitor, you probably have your phone next to you. Which, yeah. My second monitor activity used to be like trash taste episodes, which I'm not saying they're bad, they are definitely amazing. I just kind of got a bit too bored with it, so now I was trying to change things, but it usually ends up with me just doom scrolling for like hours on end. Like before I start this stream, I was on the sofa just scrolling through my phone. I was thinking, should I just not stream, because this is not like a really scheduled one. It's just like, okay, we're drawing, we'll start a stream. That's the whole, that's our whole scheduling method. It's like, oh, I'm drawing, yeah, let's stream it. Yeah. Sometimes I'm surprised how much I can procrastinate. Like, I think like yeah, I saw from yesterday like a podcast. Is by Stephen Bartlett, and probably not very well known for people who is like doing arts video, etc. It's more like entrepreneur, not self-development, like a very businessy, wealth focused channel podcast. And like the guest on, I think the last episode, he mentioned something about just setting 3 things at the morning that is something that you have to finish on the day. You must do it on that day, and before you do that you would not go to sleep. It's a bit toxic, but like usually like you do it in the morning. Like it was not for like a personal thing, it was kind of like a business philosophy, stuff like that. And the whole point is just to like identify what's the highest priority thing, or just set a goal for the day. I suppose that's also kind of the thing. And I mean, I did got slightly more than today, just slightly, not that much, but yeah. Even they don't really do that much, let's be honest. Like a lot of them is just like, how to put it, I won't say manipulating. It's just a lot of psychology behind, I suppose. Like something like everyone have like optimal time where your mind is best at figuring out like what you need. No, like the most logical, so you prioritize things that actually matter and filter out the noise, which is maybe your phone notification ringing, some bad news coming in, or for us it might be someone getting a job in our Discord server. Or like the stocks crashing. Like there are a lot of so-called noise from that philosophy in the podcast, and you just have to make better decisions and filter them out when you are doing more important stuff. Which is, yeah. I also watched like a talk by the Veritasium guy. Like, he was talking about how AI would change education. I think he did that in like some university in America, I suppose. So he talked about like what AI is offering from his point of view as a teacher or ex-teacher. Like he like lectured in universities before he actually hopped onto YouTube, which is quite surprising. But now that I thought of it, probably not as surprising. Always thought like, oh, that's the cool guy who did like science experiments, you know? And then it kind of just ends up as, oh wait, he has a degree in education, he actually teaches science, and he just decided to shift and move on and do YouTube for a living. Which, no judgment, is a good choice. It's a much happier choice than dealing with. You just also get to like explore more interesting topics that way, I guess, because as like if you are creating content, you probably want them to be as interesting as possible, but it's often not the case, and you just, especially with educational content, like you need to find a topic that is fun to. Oh, bye Kijin, no problem. See you in Discord, I guess. Yeah. Oh, by the way, for everyone who's watching, if you need art help or whatever, just give me a shout in Discord. We will try and deal with it. Oh, right, super comment. Oh, I missed that one, sorry. Bye bye, super comment. Sorry, I just glance at chat like once in a while, so I don't know, I do miss things like occasionally, maybe more than occasionally, but yeah. Maybe that's why Wado didn't get like the #1 fan, because I didn't reply to what he said, like yeah. Right, so the thing that AI does compared to teachers at the moment, because so many people say like AI would revolutionize whatever, and in the talk he mentioned like AI is actually not going to so-called revolutionize something, because like back in when VCD, the video cassette tapes are invented, everyone say, oh, this will revolutionize the education system, or like, or when radio is invented, probably someone said like this will make everyone be able to learn because you can just listen to lessons through the radio. And like probably a few years back, I also hopped onto that small bandwagon. Like it's called MOOC, like MOOC, so it's mass open online course. I think like I've joined like 1 or 2 of those. They could be interesting, but also like it's not that interesting, let's be honest. So it's like universities offering some of their course online, so you can kind of just learn them anywhere and anytime, like just videos. But then like did this education system really change much? Like probably not, like we are all still sitting in classrooms, etc. So he also argued that the thing that the danger of AI being in education is that you are actually thinking less. Like there was one part of our brain which is very instinctive. Like for me, when I'm drawing like some parts is already instincts, like how the pen goes, etc. If you just give someone who's like totally inexperienced in digital, I think Kiji you do traditional. Like for example, if you hop onto digital and you are facing like a black tablet on your table, which you are actually not looking at where your pen's going, you would probably struggle a lot. So that you need, after a lot of practice and like experience, it will kind of become instinctive. And same is for AI in educational. Like we don't want we want to train people to be better in getting things to like the instinctive level. Like you couldn't ask like a baby what 1 + 1 is, so you just kind of need to get used to it in school, and then by the time you graduate you know what 1 + 1 is. So yeah. And then there's a second system where we actually have like deeper thoughts, and that part is what we want. We don't want to lose and not get replaced by AI. Because like for example, like writing essays, even when I'm in university, like there's tons of people who are already using like ChatGPT to like get like essay brainstorming and finding stuff and writing it for them, like literally. But then like that, I mean, for me it was convenient because I don't have to think. Turikian, wait, did you type the whole thing? Who were? Yeah, you want the AI to do like the more repetitive tasks, like kind of like quizzing you about like if you have like a math topic, and then you could just use the AI to give you immediate response. That is what AI is good for, which it could perform really good. I think it's just another skill set that you are learning. Like AI definitely is a skill, it's just also not the preferred skill. Yeah, so if I was to use AI and fall into the trap of letting the AI do the thinking, then I would get nothing from it. But if I use the AI well, like use it wisely, it could definitely lead to a lot of better decision and stuff. Like for example, like if you play chess, like AI is definitely gonna make the most logical move because it's trained to do that, and human has like psychological thoughts, etc. So if you're playing a match, you want to challenge yourself, challenging an AI is actually good. No, I was showing the first message didn't have an ending of the sentence, so that's why I'm slightly confused. No, you're good, you're good. The gems are coming out alright, I guess. Yeah, this is looking good. Yeah. I think we will just use the same method to color them in, to render them in for the amethyst as well. But it's just time consuming, I suppose. I'm just hoping like it will match up with the style. Like so far I think it would. I'm just not certain. So we'll do the skin the last, probably the skin and clothing the last, after we got all the gems in, because that's the thing that probably is the least controllable from my point of view. Okay, the small ones are much easier to deal with. We just like random lines, I suppose. Like symmetry is nice, but at this point I gave up on symmetry. And then one layer of the shine reflection on the top where the light is coming from, so don't exactly use it on the other parts as far as I know. Okay, maybe except framing the, yeah, maybe except for framing the thing, but yeah. Okay, I have no idea what I'm singing. Yeah, let's deal with all the ruby. Ruby-chan. Oh, you got number one. Water is gonna be so pissed. I already knew it at this point. Like, Yappy got it, and then who else got it just now? And then Search Soul got it, and then the Wani Ina got it, and then you got it, but Water still don't have it for some reason. I think it's like top fan. I think it's like how much you interact, maybe. I'm not exactly sure how that works. It's a new feature I've only seen like today, so I can't tell for sure, but it's related to like how active you are, definitely. And yeah. Oh, I also probably missed some chat, maybe, not sure. No, I didn't. Yeah. Wait, get to 500? I'm not sure. Like, there's like XP thingy that is like ranked. For some reason, Water is also not on it. But you got like 2x the XP of like the second place. I think it's a fun system if you have like more fans in the chat, definitely. Like, maybe not the most fun for the, what's it called? Just fans, but it definitely boosts the engagement slightly. Like how much you participate in the stream, etc. Like, I do not deny that I do kind of look at YouTube as like a slight businessy thing, which it probably is. It's just part of the trade, I suppose. Like, you give up some opportunities for some other opportunity. Like, I mean, I didn't really give up much, let's be honest. I definitely sacrificed on listening to like funny YouTube videos when I'm drawing. But I mean, I'm getting some actual human connection, I guess. So that part's nice. Like, I don't know. Sometimes when I'm watching a video, I just kind of feel empty because, like, okay, he recorded 2 years ago, and I'm here looking at history. Like, it's not bad. It's just like, especially when I live alone, like it kind of the loneliness creeps in sometimes. That's why I also think the Discord is really nice. Like I did not expect it to actually made my day sometimes. Like you see someone get roasted in Discord. I sometimes just look at the screen and not reply. I'm seeing, oh gosh, she's getting roast. That's funny. And then that might be what made my day, or just a nice compliment. Or sometimes just a nice compliment. Yeah. Also not just on my own server, definitely. I also hop onto like other servers occasionally, like advertising my own pieces, etc. You know. Especially like I don't think there's much like Chinese speaker in our community, which I mean we are a very English based channel. I suppose that made sense, but yeah. Maybe this should be slightly brighter because they're like much smaller gems. They should be even brighter. Or should I change the base color? Maybe the base color would be a good choice to change up. No? Okay, maybe a mid-tone then? Somehow this is not working, eh? How? No. Oh, come on. Okay, this is not making it. Yeah. I mean, the whole original art was not supposed to be just me. It was supposed for everyone to throw their artwork in. Obviously, when we just started, like, we literally everything goes in there, like Japanese music, people's photography, people's writing, but we kind of separated them like on some time ago. So we now have like the music one, and then there's the what's called the gaming thingy, and like now we separated them into a lot of other things, but yeah, just throw them in. That's alright. It was not my art channel. Like if it's just for my art, I would just lock the permission and no one could send their own thing in. You know? So but it's true that in some sense, like sometimes you'll get some misunderstanding because on some other Discord that I have joined, like they do have like a policy of like, if you want to post in the so-called art channel, that's alright, but it has to be fan art of the creator, which I can't be asked. So yeah. But we are not that kind because I don't know, I'm annoyed by that, and I'm sure people will get annoyed if I do that as well. So I just kind of not do that. Okay, is it looking more shiny? No, this is looking more plastic, you see. Yeah. Come on. It's looking alright. Also, I got some drawing ideas like when I'm reading an online novel just now. I am pretty sure I'll never draw them out. Like there are like a lot of so-called occupation in like the novels. So, for example, if we just take a isekai, there's like mage and there's like warrior, there's probably like thief or like magician something. And then the thing I was wanting to draw is like, oh, I could draw like the workplace of them, like interior maybe. But then think of how much things I kind of got lined up or like already have started. I was just actually just hold up a second, deal with whatever I have already first before moving on to like more, I guess. Actually, this mid-tone color is not as important. It should have been like the background color, but we kind of messed up. So right now it's just the mid-tone and the background is the darkest one. But in theory, it should take up more of the space and I'm not sure how do I add glow to it. Like I could just use glow dodge, but like that seems like a boring choice. It's an easy choice, but it's a boring choice. Ah, my leg. I should have fixed my posture a while ago. I did not do that. Now, wait. Back pain. Back pain in your area. Oh, my leg. Oh. I don't know how much it will help or how long it will help. Hopefully my neck is gonna be alright. Hopefully. So in the crystal patterns, to be honest, we want to like have a little bit of layering, because that is what makes it looks more shiny, or like not just a piece of plastic. Like there need to be like internal reflections, etc. Okay, this is not. It feels wrong. Probably we need a face that's like much darker and like less shine. It's hard to do that because like so far every piece is so shiny, I guess. Oh, what? What happened? Okay, this looks good enough. I won't say great, but it's good enough. So we'll just not exactly cheating, but hey, you can recognize. That's the thing. You can't recognize the difference. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah. How long has we been? Like an hour and a while. It's not looking bad, so I'm taking it as a win. Yeah, the lighting will feel slightly weird at right this point. Oh, why is this layer occupied? Okay, this one's not occupied. Yeah, because if what we have designed would be the light coming from the stone in the middle, and also lights will be coming out from these stones that are floating around it, but less light, I guess. So like the main light sources or reflections would look a bit not that much sense at the get-go. And yeah, could use a bit less shine maybe. Ah, there we go. I should probably ask like some people who actually does like professional art, right? Just teach me at least like how things works. Wait, is this not the layer? Hey, yo. Ah. They are all messed up, and I honestly I gave up on making sense of it already. It looks okay, I guess. It's not bad, obviously. It's just I feel like there's something better I could do, but I'm not sure what it is. What would lower the opacity a little? What would happen? The layers would mess up straight away. Okay, we're not doing that, I guess. But we still got some of the rubies. For the sake of my mental well-being, I will start by the biscuit. Oh. Me the tongue. Okay, now I need water. Yeah, we hopefully we'll finish the amethyst today. We might have to shade the skin in tomorrow. Can't say for sure. This piece is a bit. I overestimated my work abilities again, I suppose. How long have we been on this? 8 hours. It's not like a lot, but it's also not like nothing. Maybe we could connect a bit of this, so we would make like right now the shards are the fragments are like the midtones, but if we connect them, we might actually make the crystal slightly brighter, and that might help if we want to make the crystal like not as dark, which means lighter. Where are the crystal lines? Let me just get a hold of them first. Right. Actually, we use a. Wait, do we have like sparkle brush? Estelle, Peter, glitter, not glitter, but still. What would happen if we use a sparkle brush? Okay, that is not what we wanted. That is definitely not what we wanted. Wait, if we use this? Okay, it's not that different. Really? Not that different. If we use a 30. Ooh, might be fun. walk boys on my head. Wait, what? Wait, what do I have on my head? Eh? Eh? Wait, you mean on the model or what do I have? Wait. Eh? Wait, clarify, please. Oh, we did a lore video a while, probably a bit more than a while back, last year. It's just, like, it's like a Chinese mythology thing, but I think it's also like mythology everywhere, I suppose. Like, when it's kind of the theory of like everything have its own spirit, and like something like animism or like animism, like that's the theory behind. But the concept behind is basically I'm a tree. Yeah, that basically I'm a sakura tree. Yeah, that's the whole premise. Weird, but yep, that's the premise, I suppose. And that's it. Wait, okay, can we actually add it in with this? Dun, 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 dun. Hopefully we could make out the shapes from how we've now tried to outline it. I try to have a crystal reference, but I don't know, that one's black and white, so not our best choice for today anyways. Okay, now turn this back on. Yeah, it's slightly more pronounced, I guess. Yeah, maybe we should probably do it for this one as well, just to make out the shapes and like the forms we definitely need. Like, it doesn't matter if it covers up a little bit, it's for the bigger picture, you know. Okay, for this one, this side is slightly tricky. I don't know, I feel like that should not be too much on the bottom end of the crystal. Yeah, that works. That works, definitely. Now just, well, the last few rubies. My thumb joint is actually not feeling that well. I don't know, I feel like because I've been on the mouse the whole day when I'm working, and now after work I'm also It's not most intensive, but like holding a pen kind of use that muscle. Actually, no, oh, it's also probably because I use the phone way too much. I'm scrolling with my phone, which is probably the main cause. So I guess there's no one to blame. It's just my own stupidity and like ignorance to healthcare, I suppose. Hmm. Thanks for being so enthusiastic. Yeah. And then let's grab the shiny bits and I think just randomly throw them in. I suppose that might actually work bad. Just random positions. Ah, I think traditional have its own perks, let's be honest. I do some traditional, so I don't do a lot traditional. I just grab a pencil sometimes. Like, it helps with understanding or like there's a bit more freedom in traditional, personally speaking. Like, you are kind of constrained to how far the software could go if you're on digital. So like you could experiment with some creative stuff, but also like that's not that much creative stuff for you to experiment with. Oh, I guess, yeah, you do need some investment in starting to do digital. For me, is 400 Hong Kong dollar, which is like 100 USD around. I'm not sure what it would be in euro, but if British pounds, then like 40 British pounds. It's not that much, given that it's like a really basic one. Like it's something a friend recommended it to me for like this is like for starters. It would be a good one. So I just kind of bought it and tried. And well, here I am. I did buy it like a few years back, so that price is definitely not the normal price anymore. Like I bought it in 2021 and I've been using this tablet for since then. Not necessarily drawing all the time. I only start doing digital intensively like this year. Like since last August probably. So getting used to digital up is probably not your worst nightmare. The part where getting over the perfectionism is because in traditional you can't just zoom in or undo. Like if it happens, it happens, and you kind of live with the so-called happy little accidents. But in digital, because there's the undo, you just undo every time you think something's like slightly off, and you still do that a lot, even if you are not perfectionism or perfectionist. But I am certainly very perfectionist on artistic stuff. I wouldn't say I needed to look everything alright, but the main objective has to be finished. Like the anatomy needs to look right, or like, yeah, it doesn't have to be factually right, but it needs to be at least impression wise right. And that's so annoying. I guess you just have to live with it, I guess. That's, yeah. That should be the ruby stone. We are nearly 9 hours in, and wow, this takes a long time, way longer than I ever expected. Huh. We'll grab mid-tone purple. Yeah, this should do. Where is it? Right. And then cover every purple with it. It's gonna be much darker than, yeah. But then because it's gonna be shiny, so it's gonna look better later on. It's much stronger colors than how I usually do, I suppose. Just grab like a dark purple, yeah. And then use a, probably start with the big gem. Like, I feel like I'm already late to the art fight because this character took way too long. Why did I expect to be like fast when we managed to get the line art done during the weekends? Somehow, there's some sort of miracle, let's be honest. Like, usually we never get something out that fast. And well, this proved to be one of those. Just like slowly evolving into like an enormous workload. I don't mind it though. It's just kind of funny how it happens every single time. Like the least intentional piece actually ends up getting like the most effort. And it's usually not the best looking ones either. Okay, way too much shadow for the top side. We definitely need some more around here. Now it looks like impact frame. Right, and then the shiny bits, which is probably just gonna be like the brightish purple. Usually we would probably put it to like quite saturated, just so it's, yeah, we need to be brighter. Maybe this would do. Yeah, that's it. It's not as amethyst as factually correct, but who cares? Who cares at this point? Like, it makes some sense. That's fine. We do have to figure out how this really big one, because this is the centerpiece, so definitely more effort into it, like way more effort into it. It deserves a lot more attention than all the other crystals, so well, that's why we invest time into it. Yeah, and I feel like the irregular shaped ones are actually easier to draw. Like, is it just me or? Maybe. Just clothing. Yeah, just clothing. Like a belt thingy, I would say. Do we? I have no idea what that means. Do you mind clarifying? Or is it not supposed to be understood by me? Like, people have spoken like German in chat and Discord, and like, I don't mind, but also like, the heck are you talking about? Like, you know, Sleepy and I think Milk in Discord, like, they are German and they sometimes speak German to each other, and the whole Discord chat would just be as confused as I am at the moment. I don't know, it feels like maybe we haven't added shadows. Like, it feels very much like they're individual pieces and like they're not part of like a bigger picture. Maybe it's slightly freaky, like he's not like super freaky, which is probably a good thing. And Melon, which is water, like you have seen it in chat, that's water. Melon is water, just saying. Sleepy is Angelica in Discord. So I don't know, I think the most freaky we got is the while back when they're talking about BL, obviously. And I would say they're both good persons, obviously. It's just that they do get slightly annoying. Just sometimes, I'm not saying they are annoying, just occasional audience. Probably because I just too much message to read, or like not really relating to their like young vibrant life. Maybe not as vibrant, but like I feel like they still have quite a lot of life in them. Just like how they speak, how they're energetic and things. I'm not really that energetic as before already. I could definitely feel I'm not as energetic as my younger self. Maybe because I'm not eating like balanced diet, enough sleep, etc. That is a problem that we hope to deal with sometime in the future, hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, sure. I think they're quite accepting to new people anyways. So that part is nice. Wait. Wait. What is happening on Discord? What rank? Oh, they're talking about Valorant. Well, I guess they're not touching grass. Oh, maybe like just a random pattern would work better. Not sure. Worth a try though. this random pattern of could be interesting. Yeah. I gave up on thinking. I'm just gonna throw a shit ton of color into it and hope it looks like something. I mean, as far as art go, your only objective is to make something recognizable and understandable at this stage of my artwork. So it doesn't matter if it's gonna be a messy AF pattern, whatever. It looks cool-ish, that's all I care. Wait, actually this should have slightly more shadow. Yeah, it's on A4, like you're actually not going to see as much of the detail. Like you might probably end up with this size, and that's even if you put your face really close to the screen or like to the paper, you won't notice the detail that much. So I guess that's like the slightly discouraging part. Like you're adding so much detail that's like not going to be actually seen. There gotta be some way to draw crystal that's like less work intensive though. Gosh. Yeah, that looks like a good enough shadow pattern. Because let's be honest, the interior of the crystal pattern is gonna be chaos anyway. Just make sure they are straight lines though, because it's a very rigid pattern. You don't want them to be like curly and like, or even the impression of curly is not preferred. Like if you're drawing crystals, We're not covering the geodes at the moment because they are an entire different breed of logic, so that would need a little bit more thinking and just tinkering around with like logic, etc. I think the main part is how do we put everything together. That's the biggest challenge of all. Like, how is everything gonna look consistent together? Like, we could make every tiny part like look amazing, and then it would it could still be going inconsistent. So consistency or like the harmony in the picture is probably our biggest concern to like the later stage. When right now is everything's alright because like it's just the crystals and we haven't put the skin color, etc., like the whole packaging, so we don't know, and we'll see. It will go back, it probably will go out alright, just like would it be as great as expected. Oh, hi Waddle, welcome back. Do you not went on and play Valorant? Yeah, what's up? Yeah? Just give me the question. Unless is it like a not so great question, or what's up? What are you trying to ask? Have you ever seen someone named Toasty Boy? No. No, we haven't. We have Bread Boy, which is the original J, who is not very active nowadays. And then we also got Brad, but not him. Yeah. Okay, now let's get the shiny bits in. It's also kind of the outline for the crystal. Do we have... Okay, this one is like just sideways facing, so the light would just be on the edge. And this one will actually be quite a lot of light. This one's probably won't get a lot, so just a little bit of it, just to indicate the facing of the crystal. Green. Yeah, that would probably do for it. Some around here, and just erase a little bit of it, so you still see the shine, but you just don't have it as obvious. Like, it would usually be better when you have like the dark shadow right next to it, just for, well, very obvious reasons. Like just higher contrast, etc. Wait, what are you plotting, Water? Water, what are you plotting? Huh? Is this some kind of like to be scammed like thingy, or like I feel like you're plotting something. I don't know what. I just don't know what you're plotting. Okay, we actually have one crystal that we haven't done at all. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, ah. Also get quite a lot of bread people coming in for some reason. Like there's the bread connoisseur, who was a common viewer when we stream. Probably because we ain't streaming on Wednesday today and he is also not in Discord. But yeah, my leg, yeah. Like, what is so tempting about bread? Like, I just don't exactly understand the hype. I'm not saying it's bad, I just don't understand the hype. Rice is way better. Would that lure him out? No? I guess not though. Okay. It's close enough. How many crystals are we missing? Actually, quite a lot. I did not expect that many. Well, we'll do the amethyst today, and then we would probably call it a day. And just relax and do something else. Take a slight break, you know. Oh, okay. Wait, you're in. Alright, yeah, different time zone. Yeah, right. Okay, no problem. Yeah, I'll see you later. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Hopefully, I don't know. I might see you in Discord if we finish this like fast enough. My sleep schedule is so effed up already, like for lately. So actually would be nice for me to actually go sleep early, let's be honest. It's just that I usually don't. If we do the same for the red ones. Oh, wrong layer. Why? Obviously. Why is it always on the wrong layer? Huh. Do we want to shade the geodes today? Yeah, you know what, we'll do it. Yeah. What time is it? Yeah, it's not midnight yet, I guess. Ah, dang. Wait. Oh, yeah, we definitely need way darker purple for this one. Yeah, we'll do it after these few crystals, you know. Yeah, I don't know. This one feels not glistening enough. Yeah, probably add a little bit more outlining to it because like it's not really showing it being a piece of like shiny very clearly. Do we have another emerald? No, not emerald. Amethyst. Right, the shoes. Oh, we have a few rubies missing on the earrings. Yeah, let's skip those. Let's just skip those for now. This, I think maybe some like rock-ish pattern, like just not do pure triangles might or might not help. I'm not sure. This is just purely experimental. Might F up. Who knows? And then the glowy bits. Glowy bits. Okay. Okay, actually, wait, this. Which side should we let it go? Let it go. Actually, no. Gosh, that song is actually like 10 plus years ago. Horrifying, right? You just thought, oh, it's just a song from our childhood, and then wait, it's 10 years old. The song, hey, yo. Frozen is 10 years already. Oh, this shield shape one is actually quite tricky because I forgot where I got like the references for them. So like a lot of this is just winging it in like a random pattern, so it doesn't really represent it a lot. Also, to be honest, we already risk getting copyright because this is a soundtrack I haven't really used before. Like, it said copyright free, but you know, these things are not always like factual. And somehow I wake up like the Bixby on my Samsung. Like I didn't even think the voice command is that I have to say hi before I talk to it. Wow, it just turned on and it shocked me. Not electrically, but like mentally. I would say the light probably is brightest on this side and also a little bit here. Also just to make the canvas not as covered. We do need to kind of just reshape it slightly. Okay, this is way too shiny. At least it shouldn't connect down from the shield shape. So yeah, Yeah, that works. That works, I guess. Now the bits where the so-called darker bits of the amethyst needs to get way darker because it's far from being dark enough. Like even black would suit it as far as we've checked. Like we need it to be way higher contrast. Maybe even darker than currently. Who knows? Hopefully we covered everything. I think we did cover everything. Yeah, there's a lot more fire in the crystal now. Like, the range of brightness is way stronger, which makes it more sparkly. We won't do the eyes. I want to do crystals for the eyes as well, so that would probably be how we end up with the character. As for like the hair, I think we probably won't do crystal for hair. Just that it don't make much sense. Yeah. Gosh, my back hurts. Let me just stretch it a little bit. Stretch is not good enough. Like, I think that there's a saying like, scientifically, like the cracking in the back does not mean your back is loosened up. It's just the air bubble popped in the joint thingy. So the crack sound you heard is actually not like a standard to like how well your back would get. Just saying. Oh yeah. Okay, how does geodes work? So there's the not so colored glass quartz, to be exact, at the outer end, and they slowly get to really dark. I guess we could start here. With white, we'll grab a purplish one. Just like small shapes around and slightly more purple. We could definitely add like the highlights, whatever, but this is just to get like the base color of like how the crystal would look in this thingy. I think you could just go to like really dark colors straight away. Yeah, that's not dark enough. Okay, this might be okay-ish dark. Like the crystal probably goes through like a few transitions. Like it's just get layered more so it gets darker. Actually, if so, we definitely do we? Oh, okay. Wait. No. I just realized why it won't work. Huh. There's quite a difference between this and that. So probably we need a few so-called transitional crystals. And then we could add like this more purplish one around here. Hi Water, welcome back. What's up? Or down? No, never. No, I refuse to. Oh, yeah, unfortunately. I mean, it's up for them though, just saying. Technically speaking, for them, it's up. And then we should probably add some highlights for the crystals. Not a lot, just show that there's like shiny stuff inside. Then add a little bit of transition to the side, just so it kind of makes sense why the crystal are growing from the stone and not like coming out of nowhere. It's gonna be so small though, like I was debating should I even draw them in the first place. Like, there is a slight difference when you probably on like an A4 size, which is this intended size. What else? Probably a little bit of gray, I guess. Let's use a little bit of gray around here. Like, the piece is taking longer than expected, definitely. So that part is slightly not as fun. Drawing one of the geo. Okay, actually the geo didn't take as long as I expected. Okay, that's good. Right. So I would say the way to do it, as far as I've explored, would be get a really dark layer in the back. Leave a little bit of normal colored ones in the front, or just okay-ish looking darkness, and then get the slightly less dark color in, which shouldn't touch the edge, so just keep etching. And then you would want like the slightly intermediary one, which is basically the purple you have on the base. So, and then a kind of light one to transition the ones that is. It's just because you go through more crystals, so kind of like the Minecraft glass thingy, the more glass you go, the stronger the color would be. It's just like, you know, on the crystals, we don't have a logic for the crystal. We don't have the logic for those crystals. Those ones are just added in randomly, like all the patterns are random. Just so you know. And then right, just get the edges and get it to go in slightly, and then we can shade them, which is not very strong, but could use a little bit of them. Use a darker color to just outline them so they looks like separate crystals. Wait, this one's definitely performing slightly not as well, but maybe it'll change slightly when we add the reflections in, maybe. Dun, dun. We are still on loop on the copyright free, yay! Yeah, we probably won't be doing the skin today though. That's too much work. That's too much work for a day. The crystal took a bit longer than I expected, so well, I guess. For the reflections, I would say just use the same color for the whole thing because it's just easier to manage. Like if you want to challenge yourself, feel free to. I'm not going to. I mean, from afar, from even like zoom in A4, you won't feel the concerning difference. So I'd say that's all right. Ooh, oh, my neck. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. I definitely have posture problems. I need a Thai massage, gosh. I definitely need to go to one just to like loosen up a slight bit. Like the neck cracking is not a good health sign. What? Oh shit. Okay, this one's tricky, slightly tricky, because like it's the edge of the arm, so the darkest part is actually in the middle. Like it won't be on the outermost. Just random shapes will be fine though. Just like just now. Just random shapes. And then slightly less dark color. Bright-ish color at the outside. Just a few bits and pieces around here. Actually on this side as well, because it's still part of the so this one's gonna contrast a little bit more because well it's right at the edge of the arm, so you are actually just seeing parts of it, just like a tiny gap you open in the geode and light shines into it. Now, what are you trying to get off me? Those are too much. Those are too many. Oh, wait. Oh. Well, missed the opportunity, I guess. Oh, hi, Memphis Rasende. Kind of. Just like crystal, I would say like a mineral deposit, but not a geode, technically, because there's two type of stone stacks coming out of it. Yeah. We do use a geode as like the main influence, I would say. So you could say that, yeah, that would be still accurate. Let's add some sparkly into the geode. and add a little bit of shade around here because that's too big of a piece of purple. Oh, okay. I do this because of the art fight, so I'm not really into geology and things, but it is a topic that I kind of slightly interested. So there's like a manga called Introduction to Mineralogy. That one's a pretty wholesome one. It's about like a girl who's like probably high school who encounters a university student who do like mineral research and something, and then they kind of just talk about how they hi, welcome back, Kiji. And they in the manga they talk about like how to recognize the minerals, like how do they form, like something about like going up the river and see where's the deposit. So you kind of use a sieve to like sieve through the sand, and then if there's like a speckle of the mineral you're looking for, you follow it up the river along the river, and then if the river splits into two, you take a sample from both sides and you can see where it came from, and you trace it until you suddenly found there's no, for example, a sapphire, which is the thing that the girl's trying to look for in the manga. And for example, if you go to a point and you collect the sand and examine it again and there's no sapphire, and then you can kind of say, okay, the sapphire deposit is around that area. Yeah, let me just type the name in the chat. Is she no shit? Is he asleep or? Wait, I need to be able to grab the colors from this to here. Okay, good night. I mean, I should probably go to sleep, but I'll finish up the geodes and probably call it a day, I guess. Like, we did do a lot just because shading crystals is actually much more intense than I thought it ever would be. That is something I clearly underestimated. Like, Cherry did talk about, oh, I'm gonna shade and kill myself because of it. But, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. It's looking nice, so I'm not complaining at all. And then what else going on lately? The new Death Stranding game, Hideo Kojima. That one's interesting, but I'm not a very gaming nerdy person, so I just didn't end up going really deep into that rabbit hole. I like the memes though, like fighting a pizza guy, or like it doesn't make sense in a way. Like it's a bit like JoJo. You can't exactly spoil everything, I guess. Like without the context, you won't really spoil the main plot of it. And then Pecola is in it, which is surprising. But I like her appearance a lot because I'm also a fan. I was not a recent fan though, so I don't really watch her very much nowadays. Oh, we missed the gray outline thing just now, so we might need to add that in back in a bit later on. Gray outline thingy, where are you? Found you. Okay, let's add this to here. I mean, in theory, it should be some connected to crystals, some connected to the skin in this case. But it's just a very blurry, not too intensive thingy, in theory. So that should be alright. Okay, let's grab the highlights color and go here and add the I mean, we could still add some highlights, I guess, but definitely not as much as we expected. And then, okay, let's grab some more shapes to throw around because it's not really doing much at the moment. Oh, it's not even doing much behind the white screen, definitely, so that bit is slightly annoying. I mean, it makes sense, but also like, why? A lot of time I just take like the actual piece as practice, like, because for, wait, let me just fix this real quick. This doesn't look right. For example, like this piece, we just did a small study on like crystals and we just kind of dived into it. Like, it's not a bad life decision. Well, it could, to be honest, it could have been. But yeah, we just kind of draw. We didn't really calculate how much time, to be honest. But you could say like just usually it's just the stream and then a few hours more probably. Not that much, yeah. Just saying, it's not as horribly much as you think I do. Like so far this week, I've drawn yesterday. Yeah, to be honest, a lot by the feeling, and also like depends on like how urgent it's needed. Like this one's for the art fight, which kind of starts today, so I was wanting to get this as quickly as possible just for the art fight, and then I could just deal with other stuff like producing videos and stuff, but apparently this took a bit longer than I expected, which is, I mean, I guess it's like the surprises you kind of expected once in a while. Do we not have any more geodes? Okay, well, how do I? Yeah, sometimes it's just like just a small doodle on sketchbook or whatever. So those, it depends how do I don't think I would count those. Like I would need the ones that I actually sit down, do the work as actual drawing sessions. But like there's also like some drawing here and there, I guess. And when we're producing videos, it's like a different type of drawing because like it's way less detailed. It's a lot about like just getting like a good composition, okayish idea of how to show the script and then just draw it. Hopefully you can finish a frame between like 5 minutes, like a scene, not probably not a frame, a scene in 5 to 10 minutes, which there are quite a lot of scenes, so that part is not very fun. It kind of just brought out of control since we just feel like we could do more. And yeah, the mid-tone background definitely did a lot to the feeling. Yeah. 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 Right. I suppose we'll call it today. Call it the end for today here. Thanks for joining in. I probably should have fixed my sleep schedule. I haven't. Sorry. Whatever. But yes, I do not have a great sleep schedule even now. I need to fix that urgently, but I don't know. Yeah. So I'll probably still be streaming tomorrow because well this is not finished yet and I want to get it just out ASAP without sacrificing like too much sleep time. Like I slept, how much I slept yesterday? I think it's like I slept for like 6.5 hours yesterday, which is not that great. I want to get it to around 7-8 hours, 7 to 8 hours. So hopefully, I'm not sure. Especially like the sun goes up quite early nowadays, so that part just kind of wakes me up around like 6 something. I do go back to sleep after that usually, but yeah, not the best. Yeah. So for anyone who's watching the replay at the moment or still watching at the moment, we do have a Discord, and if you want to chat and throw your artwork in, for example, Matthews recently, if you want resend, yeah, if you are still here and you want to drop some information, some fun facts about geology or whatever, feel free to join our Discord. Just to be honest, you could send whatever there. It's just a fun place to be. And we remember to subscribe, like, and comment if you are watching the replay. And I guess that's it for today. Yeah. Bye bye. I do not have an ending screen. I do not have an ending screen. I do not have an ending screen, but that's the end. I do not have an ending screen. I do not have an ending screen. This is the ending screen. Okay, this feels dumb as fuck. Okay, bye bye. Bye bye.